Welcome, everybody. My name is Mina Rickey,
And I am Lydia Korjak.
and today we actually interview Billy Dorsey Jr. He is a beautiful human being. We had the joy to meet him in person last weekend in Houston at one capital racing event, school event, and he just shows up as this humble but passionate but just wise fella. And once you start talking to him, then you start to realize that there is so much to Billy that the eye can perceive.
That's very true. There's so much to Billy that I can perceive. One of the things that caught my eye, talk about the eyes, would be is I see a different glow about him. He is brother in Christ. He's also a pastor and he's a huge time giver. He has a heart to give like no tomorrow. You would think this guy who works with stars is a star himself. He's a big deal. Would be so approachable and so simple and so giving that it just blew my mind away. Like, why would he talk to me? That was my question is why would he think my story is interesting story?
We were talking, Lydia and I was sharing with Lydia that my mom just never really encouraged us to watch television. So I don't have any parameters to measure when somebody's famous or successful. When I came to Billy, he had already shared a little bit of his journey with us. He shared that he was homeless at some point in his youth because of a contract termination that he had signed at the age of 19. This is all has to do with songs writings, and it has to do with singing. Anyway, so at 21, he was in one of the worst neighborhoods of Houston, and he was homeless. And now I met him at 46. I believe he's 46, and he's a very successful multi-millionaire. And not only successful with money, but he's also brought his life together. He has a family, wife, four daughters, and it's just amazing the leap of growth that has to happen. How he went through crushing his ego and just really being forged through fire to become this beautiful human being, as I mentioned earlier. Anyways, we were sitting down and it was very clear that he was this advocate for finding purpose in life. And I was like, okay, I have this opportunity to be next to this very famous fella, and he talks about purpose. Let's talk about purpose because sometimes I feel like my purpose is a little too dreamy and a little too, maybe it doesn't, I need to focus and stop dreaming so much. And he really went into the whole extent of things of sharing how to discover our purpose and then how to make it into our livelihood, really. But it has to be pushed by the desire of the heart. Lydia was reading his book, and I haven't read it yet, but share.
Oh boy. Yeah. When I started reading his book In the Right Seat, I picked that book up and I thought, oh, I'll just read one or two chapters. And it was in the evening. I couldn't even go to sleep until I was like almost done with it. And I was just so thirsty and it just resonated with me with this purpose in life. So you have a passion, you have proficiency, and you have a purpose. And all those, a PPP that he calls it, is great positioning and your purpose in life that basically wraps into one. So I strongly advise you to read this book because it just draws you out. Your inner beings, your inner core, your inner desire, your inner heart desire will come out, and whatever you're doing, it will totally, expand. And that's why he has a desire. He's a very giving person, which is, I resonate with him as well because I love giving and I love helping people. This is just my personality. People that are very close to me, they know, that I'm very giving and empathetic and I will help you to uplift you so you could be thriving. So one of the things that Billy does that, we talked about, not on a podcast, off podcast, is the NFT project she's working on to help Salvation Army. And that just blew my mind away because he was homeless and because he changed his life of the people that not just homeless, but run some life. Life happens to them. A tough life happens to them. So he's helping Salvation Army to raise capital to help these families. And honestly, me and Mina, we talked about, we're probably gonna create some kind of partnership with him to also help families in our area with Salvation Army with NFTs. And if people, all of you that don't know what NFT is, it's cryptocurrency and crypto digital art that he's connecting with artists with his musician background. So that's something very unique projects that me and Mina are probably going to start working. So keep checking in with us. Mina, I had an interesting experience the other day. I was showing properties to a family with 2 kids and we had 10 to see. After viewing about half, the family was getting pretty hungry and they really just wanted to continue the other day.
So what did you do?
I went to my car and pulled out a bag of delicious Rickey Jerky. They loved it so much they were able to continue our day without any issues. All the ingredients are 100% natural, plus every strip is seasoned, marinated, and smoked by hand to give you the best experience and slap you back into the gear. But I need to buy some more.
Oh, just head over to rickysjerky.com and use the discount code, the code REI, for 15% off your first order.
So whether you're a busy real estate agent or just looking for mouth-watering snack on the go, Rickey Jerky got you covered.
I want to speak something from the heart. We all go through hardship. All of us, all human beings, everybody. From the people that were born with a silver spoon, and I'm talking about inherited billions of dollars and were born in those families, to the people that was born without being in a house, without having shelter. We all go through trouble. That is life. But what he has done is that he has taken the lowest of his troubles and made it into how can I use that pain and heartbreaking moments to give back or to become or to help or to outreach. So we all go through trouble. It is what we do with our trouble that will define how much light we can shine upon this earth. We're just channels of light.
That's right.
We go through troubles. We're channels of light and we allow that light to shine through us. And I think that's exactly what he's doing. It's very interesting. Just such a hard-hearted person, and just support him, help him, follow him, check him out on YouTube, all the channels. I'm not supposed to say we were talking in a dinner, but he's working on some big music international projects that are going to just blow people's mind. So just follow up with him and we'll see you on the next podcast.
Yes, we'll see you in the next one. God
Bye.
bless.
God bless
Bye-bye.
y'all. Bye.